how's it going, everybody? Today on the smoker, we're doing a turkey. That's right. I know it's before Thanksgiving, but it's kind of pointless if I make a video for you guys at Thanksgiving. It doesn't really help you for Thanksgiving, so I'm doing it before. I've already done a brine for 24 hours. Grab this. With a chef brine. If you guys want to pick this up, you can make one with salt and brown sugar and whatever other seasonings you want. I'm going to go with the Traeger brand pork and poultry rub. It says pairs well with apple pellets and apricot sauce. We're not doing the apricot sauce. I'm filling the center of the turkey with apples. So I've pulled it out of the brine already. I dabbed it dry. You want to make sure it's as dry as possible. And then you want to fill the center with whatever. You can do apples, you can do celeries, I'm going to do apple and celery. You can do celery, you can do onions, you can do whatever you want. Apples make sense because I'm doing an apple type of a blend. So I figured I'd stay with that. Basically what we're doing, and just to show you, taking apples and we're filling the void. As many as you can get in there, just like so. Like I said, I'm going to put a couple pieces of celery in there. You don't want to do stuffing when you're smoking a turkey because you're cooking it at such a low temperature. The inside's not going to get to a point to where it can cook correctly. Fast enough, you're going to get fungi and fungi growing on your stuffing. So again, recap, bought the turkey, like all turkeys come, it was frozen. So I defrosted it in the fridge for 4 days, pulled it out, I put it in the brine in a bag, put it in an ice chest, fill it with ice. I don't have room for a big old huge turkey in a bag in my fridge. So if you guys are like me and you don't, put it inside the brine bag, put it in the ice chest, fill the ice chest with ice, it'll be fine. No issues there. So once it's stuffed and you have it like so, we're going to do a couple things here. So give me 1 second and I will be back. Okay, so I folded the front wings under the turkey, so that way it'll help cook everything evenly. I thought I had some butcher's twine, but I don't. If you do, you can tie the legs in the back together. It'll help hold everything in. I have an idea for that. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I've got an injectable butter here. So if you guys want to do this or you want to make your own, you can just get some butter and add some seasonings to it if you prefer that. Oh god, better. Other thing I'm going to do is add this to a bowl, about half of it, so that way I'm hoping to have some left over for actual turkey day and use this for 2 cooks. So if you keep putting it in the container, obviously you contaminate that and you can't use it again. So we're just going to go through and we're just going to put some squirts into the breast. that's good right there. Okay, now take some Pam, whatever you want to use. You can put butter on it or different type of Pam. This is going to help make the skin get nice and brown. And then your rub. It's also going to act as a binder to help hold the rub on. Now you don't need to go super crazy with the rub unless you want to. It's completely up to you. Most of the flavor that you're going to get out of this came out of the brine, so how you do your brine and how long you let it sit is important. Do the bottom if you want. I'm not going to. And that's pretty much all you're going to want to do right there. That's pretty good. Most of these butters come with an injector. I was using the Pit Boss injector. I like it because it's a steel injector and the head screw on, unlike the ones that usually come. They usually just push on there and they don't work all that well, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so that's where we're at. I already have the smoker going outside. I'll do a short little clip of that, but we're doing 225 to about 250 and we're putting it on. It's going to smoke on there for 10 hours. So if all you bring you guys along, but you want to try, if it starts to get past the darkness you want on the outside, you can do a little tinfoil tent. We'll get into that as the time comes. If it starts to do that, if not, I'll show you guys anyways on the barbecue. So this is basically what we've got going on, and that's how long we're going to do it for. So once I get it on the smoker, I'll do a little clip and show you guys what we got going on, and then we'll come back, keep bringing you guys along as we continue along with the process. So, okay, so this is what we got going on here. It's good, beautiful turkey. I like a lot of smoke, so I use the smoke tubes. I got that one off Amazon for 10 bucks. Like I said, 225 to 250. These fluctuate quite a bit. Lid closed so we can keep cooking. Pellet smokers, if anyone's familiar with them, they kind of fluctuate up and down in temperature, so it's going to be anywhere from 225 to 250. Every so often while it's on there, I will spray it with the Pam. You can also put a water tray in there if you're worried about it drying out a lot. The brine and then doing the injections, both of those kind of help with that. So it's important to make sure that you do the brine and that you do it for the full 24 hours. Smoking a turkey is really not something you can rush. You know, this started a week ago for me when I purchased the turkey and started the defrosting and then brined it and everything else. So it takes some time, but in the long run, it's very well worth it. So I will bring you guys back here in a little while, maybe an hour or two or so, see how it looks, and I'll bring you guys back in and we'll show you where we're at. So we'll be back. Alright everybody, we're back. It's been, I think, 2 hours where we're at. I don't know exactly. I left and came back. I had to run an errand. As soon as this quits puffing here, I'll open her up and show you guys. But that's where we're at. We're running 236 internal right now. I didn't say this earlier, but this is I'm running a Trail Embers. Talked about that in my last video. Still got no complaints with this smoker. It's an excellent smoker. I've had 0 problems with it. And I've smoked a bunch of stuff on it in the time frame I've had it so far. So that's what we look like right now. Oh yeah, that looks good. Yes, sir. Alright, let's get her closed up. Keep that heat in there. Alright, so that's your update. Come back here in a little bit longer. This is I said earlier, it's a 19-pound turkey, so it's got to sit on there for 10 hours. So, hello everybody, how's it going? We're back. So it's been about, I don't know, 3 hours or so since I did the last update. And we are tented. So this is the tent. When the skin starts to get as dark as you want it to get, which is where it's at for me, you take it and you just lay some tin foil over it and keep cooking it. That just keeps the skin from getting any darker than that. If you want to make it darker, then don't put the tinting on yet. If you want it lighter than that, put it on sooner. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I did a temperature reading on it a little bit ago. It was at 145. We got to get to 180. So we'll come back hopefully when we're taking it off the barbecue and show you what it looks like on the inside. This is a great barbecue, you guys. This is a great smoker. If you're interested in getting one, you don't have $1,000 to spend on a Traeger. Good old Trail Embers. Go to your local Tractor Supply and pick one up. Works great. Alright, let's see where we're at. We're here to take a temperature reading here. Yep, it's done. It's 180, all in the white meat. Go into this here dark meat. It's the same. It's actually, of course, passed because it's thinner. So we are finished here. There's what our apples and stuff look like. So I'm gonna get ready to take this sucker off. So I'll show you guys what it looks like inside when I get it cut. All right, everybody, we're in the house. I already cut it, I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. But I haven't had a bite yet, that's important. And I didn't take the piece off, I just cut it. So here's what we got. This is the first piece. Super juicy, look at all that juice in there from that brine and that injection. It just continues to be juicy all the way through. Super lovely looking. So that's what we got. 180 degrees. It actually ended up being about 8 hours and it was done, so that was about 2 hours less than what I had predicted originally. So I'm gonna have a bite. Oh yeah. It's very good. I'm gonna eat this turkey and I'll see you guys next time.